présentation. Donc, nous, c'est M. Rao, Satya Rao, et puis M. Nareng. Nous allons partir pour les nouvelles compagnies et petites compagnies, SMI, PMI, installées à Berne, 7 mois, mois de juin. Financé par la compagnie indienne, il s'appelle Exlilant. Aussi ici, il s'appelle Exlilant SIRL ou Exlilant GmbH in Berne. Comme je dis, c'est formé 7 mois, mois de juin. Nous sommes en train de développer avec notre partenaire en Suisse, aussi académique industriel, de plutôt horlogerie, pour développer nouveau smart manufacturing, plutôt process optimization pour avoir l'intelligent machines, intelligent manufacturing. Donc, comme je dis, notre développement, c'est tout financé privé avec la compagnie indienne. Ils ont financé 100% jusqu'à maintenant. Et puis, ils ne sont pas partis du projet européen jusqu'à maintenant. Nous sommes prêts. Nous nous intéressons bien pour participer au projet européen aussi, dans le futur. Mais quand elle va présenter, elle va préparer une présentation, parce que c'était notre laptop, c'est pas la même laptop, parce que c'était difficile pour transférer. Parce que la sécurité est dans la compagnie. Donc, Nareng, lui, il est expert de la CNC machines et puis automation. Donc, Nareng va présenter en anglais notre exposé la dernière 10 minutes. Merci pour la patience. On chance que people flash.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to make it very brief. I've just got a shorter presentation of what we have prepared. I'm just going to talk about our efforts, which we've been making, as Dr. Rao said, the last few months in this area. We are a technology company. We as Exlilant bring various technologies, combine various technologies, and we have very talented workforce which is working across technologies. What we bring to this is basically our expertise on using the technology. We understand the problems, we understand the solutions, and we bridge the gap using the technology. So, this has been already covered. I just want to cover, 3 points here. One is an integrated industry, which the Industry 4.0 talks about. Decentralized intelligence, where every sensors, every device, the level 1 and level 2 would have intelligence, and it should be self-configured. So these are some of the challenges which I'm sure a lot of presenters before presented, mainly on the short product cycles, aging workforce. That means we need to have people who are trained and on using the technology as well, and the impact of the disruptive technologies and how to maximize the investments which are made on these technologies. The motivation for us to work on these has been, when we look at MES and M1 systems and the business intelligence systems, we find a lot of data events across the enterprise and the lack of holistic view of the process. We are actually more keen on making it process-centric here. And these are limited by sharing of analysis of manufacturing data, and there is no guidance. That means there's no closed-loop system coming back to the process and the device at level 1 and level 2. And we also want to know if we can actually bring something which is near real-time in terms of analytics and one which is context-driven. It's an elaborate slide to just touch upon briefly. As you told, we are working at the process layers. That means we understand that values generated at the bottom of the pyramid. So we want to work at the bottom of the pyramid layer, basically on the level 1 and level 2 layers, making it more intelligent. That means any effort that's made here actually directly contributes to the profitability of the company. And to have a holistic approach, it's very important to ensure that we have those connectors available at the enterprise level as well, to see that whatever investments we make, whatever improvements we make at the process levels or the level 2s and the level 3s, we have those returns seen at the enterprise level. To also drive in efficiency across various levels, if you look at the S95 hierarchy of equipments to the enterprise, whether it's at the processor level, or the production line levels, or the area levels, shop floor area levels, we need to have efficiencies where we could possibly drill down and interpret, bidirectional, Also, it's important that the best practices and the tribal knowledge which is available at the workforce level is actually captured and reusable. And of course, the next thing is to ensure that there is availability of real-time information at the process levels. And one more important thing which we can't miss out is that we need to work with various vendors, various information technology tools. That means we need to set up something which has this interoperability of data between these two systems, and also to ensure that there is this connected information. Some of the things which come up is like, when we actually start discussing IT implementations, in manufacturing setups, we always have to choose the priorities. We need to implement PLM first, MES first, ERP, or various phases. So the new perspective is to think all of these things together and start working towards it. And probably we can phase out the implementation, but when we're thinking about it, we have to think holistically. So this is the traditional view of how the automation works. So we have the control systems and manufacturing control network at the level 1 and level 2. And then we have the MES and the workflow management systems, traceability systems, sustainability systems at the level 3, where we have the MES and the M1 systems. And then we have the enterprise layer. This is a traditional view where we have level 0 to level 4, connected across. So the information or the intelligence is, the hierarchy follows for information and intelligence as well. So what we need essentially is information across. That means every system should be intelligent enough to take its own decisions. So that means information has to be decentralized. So what we have started working on is on some concepts where we have the process data and we also have the operations data. These two actually would be integrated with smart data integration, which in turn would do the smart process analytics. I mean both regression as well as machine learning algorithms here. And then we have the optimization about this, which would actually ensure either it is indicative or pattern matching or any form of new optimization tools which we use to create smarter process models, which needs to go back to the manufacturing, and it's a closed loop. So this is what we have been working on, developing prototypes with various machine builders and working with some research institutes. What we've done thus far has been, we have identified certain solutions at the process layer and process optimization layer. We have tied up with the company here in Switzerland called the EasySC, where they already have an existing optimization tool for sliding delays. So we're working on maybe improving how this can be intelligent enough to have bidirectional interaction with the enterprise system. We're also focusing on, having some decision support systems at the operation level, particularly, it's industry specific, whether it's semiconductor industry or whether it's vision manufacturing industry, how the operator feels and what is better and how conveniently you can start working on, or how you can capture the tribal knowledge which is available with the smart system operators. So this is what we've been working both in semiconductor industry as well as in the precision machining industry. We're also working with the enterprise layer, where we are working on, we are helping the machine builders and the control equipment manufacturers to implement IoT or have implementations even on legacy systems which have been out of the field. We're also working on ensuring that the industry-specific standards, be it empty connect implementations on machine tools, or be it ACCS implementation on smart or in semiconductor industries. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to see if we can actually work across standards and ensure we get the best of all the worlds. And last, we're also working on the advanced manufacturing analytics, where I already shared about some of the prototypes that we have been working on, optimization as well as the analytic tools. This is what I had to cover. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying back.